So I've been seeing these Jell-O worms more and more since Halloween is approaching. I've never made them before and I really wanted to try it out because they look like a fun, gross Halloween treat. I noticed there are a lot of variations to this recipe out there. In this video, I'll show you my process and how I went about making these Jell-O worms. You can find the original recipe I was inspired by in the description below, but I did end up making some changes to it along the way. I will also include some tips that would have been helpful to know when making these the first time around. Here's a list of the ingredients and supplies. You can also find this in the description below. First, prepare the straws. If they come in a bag, cut the top off and save the bottom, or you can use a regular small plastic baggie. This brings me to my first tip. Make sure your bag doesn't have a hole in it. I later found my bag had a hole in it and the mixture leaked all over and I had to patch the hole. Next step is to extend the bendable parts on all the straws. Now add a rubber band to the end opposite of the bendy parts. This will be the top. I used a cup to hold them all together. Put the bended ends into the bag and add a rubber band around the bottom. Then put the top rubber band over the top of the bag. My second tip is to add an extra rubber band near the top of the straws. I didn't do this, and I think it would help to keep the straws closer together when you pour the mixture in. Then add the straws to a slim container with a flat bottom. I'm using this large cup. Set that aside and now make the Jell-O mixture. In a large bowl, combine the 6 ounces of flavored Jell-O. I'm using orange, but you can use any flavor you want. Then add 3/4 ounce of unflavored gelatin. You can find this in the same section you find the Jell-O in the grocery store. These come in 1/4 ounce packets and I'm using 3 of them. The gelatin helps to make the worms thicker and less fragile. Then add 3 cups of boiling water and stir until all the gelatin has dissolved. Then stir in 3/4 cup of whipping cream. This will add some opaque parts to the worms. If you want to make your worms brown or another color, you can also add food color. I kept it simple and just went with the orange from the Jell-O. Next, pour the mixture into the straws. I'm doing this over the sink because there will most likely be spills. Then put the straws in the fridge for 3 hours. When you take it out of the fridge, it will look something like this. Now comes the messy part, which brings me to my next tip. Have some paper towels on hand. I was not expecting this project to be so messy, but I'll be honest, it is, so be prepared. Work the straws out of the container. I used a butter knife to loosen it. Remove all the rubber bands and bag. I have some extra saran wrap on mine because I had to patch a hole in the bag. You can cut off the plastic if you need to. Then you'll have this lovely messy brick of straws. Now take a straw and squeeze out the worm. This part can be messy too. I ended up flinging Jell-O bits all around my kitchen and I have no idea where they landed. If you have trouble holding on to the straw, try a pair of pliers or a paper towel for a better grip. Then continue getting out the rest of the worms. 100 straws is a lot for one person, so it's good to have helpers for this part. If you see the worms looking kind of melted, put the straws back into the fridge for at least 20 minutes and then continue. After all that, you will have a bit of a mess and a whole lot of Jell-O worms. Keep them in the fridge until they are ready to serve. I ended up making another batch of cherry Jell-O worms to mix in. I hope you found this video helpful. These are actually pretty tasty, and they make fun, gross looking treats for Halloween. Although they can be messy to make, it's a good activity for kids too. If you've tried making these, feel free to share your experience, tips, or suggestions in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my Halloween playlist on my channel. For more tutorials, be sure to subscribe and check out my channel. To learn how to make slime, check out the video to the left. For a creepy pumpkin tutorial, see the video to the right. You can find the direct links and more listed in the About section below.